factory gate, now entryway to the bazaar.
This is the one. The payphone that makes people disappear.
Listen.
The receiver emits a hollow whisper in your ear.
Cousin's Moon reunion. Say the keywords without dialing.
You hear only the reverberation of your own voice, amplified by the phone. Still half hoping for something to happen, you put the receiver down. Nothing happens. You hang up the phone, undisappeared. You step into the booth and press the receiver of the phone that makes you hang up.
Where'd you get a carabinero hat, miss? You shouldn't be wearing that. Could cause confusion.
Is it a crime?
Not something I can arrest you for, no. But if you impersonate any kind of law official at an actual crime scene or become a nuisance, then you could end up in court. Best if you remove it when out in public. Nothing to worry about then.
Do you know where Tempo is by any chance?
Can't say I'm familiar with the name.
Offers you an exaggerated shrug. I only ask because I was told Tempo is gone.
Missing people reports are handled by the Carabineros, not the Guardia Municipal. That's procedure.
What if we whisper?
I still don't know him.
He whispers in reply.
Were I aware of anyone conducting illicit business, formalities would be expected. Paperwork, licensing, inspections. It'd be my responsibility to report all inconsistencies.
An absurd reality demands an absurd performance to match.
Do you know that Malon's father is missing?
The kid's still showing that photograph to anyone walking by, is she?
Gazes into the
He is
distance.
missing, yeah. She tell you about the whole payphone thing too? The one her dad was obsessed with.
She did. Think there's any truth to it?
It's nonsense, if you ask Marita.
I was. That's what I was actually doing.
Marita really feels for the kid, you know? Fucking Eno. Filling her head with his shit.
His tongue clicks against his teeth. Well, how do you know Malon?
Not well, but I've known her a
How
long
well?
time. Eno used to bring her here as a toddler.
His thumb runs along the edge of his mustache. Her dad actually disappeared then.
Yeah, Eno's gone. Him and his other fuck-up buddy Gilmar.
Malon mentioned her dad and Gilmar were truth detectives.
Big word for two nosy retirees with more time than sense on their hands. Figure these two just ran off, leaving the kid to deal with their mess.
His eyes turn to the bazaar's front gates. You think they ran off together?
Not at the same time. That'd be too obvious. Eno reported Gilmer missing about a week before he disappeared.
That's a lot of skepticism around reported and disappeared.
Way I see it, they started planting the phone story weeks ahead of time as a cover. Planned the whole scheme.
What for?
Got two theories. Debts is the obvious one, of course.
He holds up two calloused fingers in emphasis. Were either Gilmar and Eno in financial trouble?
It'd make sense. 80% of all disappearances are debt-related. The other 20's mostly divorces, especially when a boat's involved.
He's not so much connecting dots as he's sketching them into existence.
So you don't know if either of them were in debt.
It's statistics. I can't argue with those. Now, if it's not debts, then we're clearly looking at something more salacious. two men, yeah? Old friends, close friends, detecting together.
Forbidden old man love was not on my list of theories.
Whoa there. No need to get explicit. I don't need the image in my head.
You looked into this suspicious payphone, I assume?
Can't. Payphones belong to Renotel.
So what?
It's private business. The Guardia Municipal doesn't have jurisdiction to look into that.
Who does then?
The Fiscalia. One could put a request through them, but that's a lot of paperwork. Better to stick to the law. The law's not perfect, but it's there.
Hard to argue with a non-existent point.
Let's talk about something else.
Sure. Don't need to dwell on this sad mess.
It's not a creep. We already know who he is.
The GM gives you the most cursory of nods.
I mean, I know he's not actually going to investigate anything. That's like his whole deal, is he just doesn't want to deal with the paperwork.
Refreshments are lined up like brightly coloured soldiers. Neatly, the refreshments remain.
I don't think I'm allowed to buy them. I'm not going to be able to steal them though. Steal money. We want to look for a houseboat. I've got a piper. Go schnapps. Alright, we have a lot of loose ends. Coin. Oh yeah, we can go back to the thing. A book of gum schematics. Book mirror. 24. Gone missing off the payphone. Strange noises from an unmoored houseboat. Island engineer. And bagman. Tempo's office overlooks the bazaar. Yeah, okay. Gonza believes your double is suffering from a condition called LAS and has given you some questionable medication to treat it. Yeah, some sort of Viagra LSD. I don't think it will help. Retrieve Dr. Gonza's personal effects. What's the tag? How does the tag work then? Okay, so they have opening times and everything, because it's after 9 o'clock at this. No, I didn't want to do that. Unusual tree, goat eyes.
If he won't sell it to you, then maybe someone else will. That should get through to a businessman like him.
Got another supply on the other side of town. Better prices too.
You talking about Hakim? Goes by age. Come on. I know his prices. We use the same supply. That ain't gonna fly.
Didn't count on another dealer of his level existing, let alone the two of them actually talking. Wrong approach.
I'll be seeing you.
Hello? Oh, another guy. Don't have a lockpick yet. Okay, boat would be at the docks.
The smuggler inclines his head in silent recognition.
I'm listening. Sure.
He lowers his head.
Not that way. Dirty pony. Fires a lockpick. He's probably not up there right now. I'm not allowed to change my mind. Oh, he is.
You've come back. I'm a structural engineer. Human existence always carries entropy with it. That's inherent in the system.
Would you rather live somewhere else?
I've never lived anywhere else, so I can't say. I suppose there's the superblock, but they sign letter Wilker as well.
He glances down. The world spins slowly.
There's entropy in all systems. No.
Right, I'll be right back. I don't know what the tag actually does. By the back ways. Where are the back ways? They're the back ways. Any cigarettes? Space Program Memorial Motto. I don't know what that means, but okay. Coordination +1. Doppelgang +1. Did I just completely miss this place? Good spot for eavesdropping. I found my houseboat.
A watertight marine door, designed to keep out the rough seas as well as any intruders. A small placard above the entryway reads, Community Care Clinic, open 4 AM to 10 PM.
Why hasn't Gonza just broken in himself?
That would necessitate coming within spitting distance of his hated rival. Neither doctor is willing to break their détente.
Maybe I should wait to talk to Dr. Hugo when the clinic's open. Look for another way in.
The hull of the boat looks solid as the door. However, around the corner, on the stern side, you notice a window, slightly ajar.
Examine the lock.
At the midpoint of the door is a 3-point full stainless steel lock.
I'm starting to think we should abolish doors and locks.
This is a proposal that could do numbers in the yearly People's Congress.
Can I smash this door in?
The frame is solid, the hinges well oiled and free of rust. You'll need enough force to disjoint a 15mm thick aluminium alloy frame, supported by a weather-tight rubber seal.
Right, now go.
Perhaps a subtler approach is best.
Maybe I should wait until to talk to Dr. Hugo when the clinic's open.
You could do that. You slink. Water sloshes quietly against the hull of the boat. The door is closed firm. Just like when we were young, nice and smooth, wedge our way in. Your shoulder catches the frame. Wood protests.
Edge forward slowly.
Little by little, you lean into the gap provided by the open window, crossing the threshold an inch at a time. But despite all your care, your weight distribution is off and you slip onto the window frame. It creaks again, even louder, but doesn't yet break.
Fatigue raised.
Who? Who's there? I'm warning you. I have syringes and several scalpels.
There's a soft voice from inside the darkness. Shit, retreat!
You quickly back away from the window. You might want to try assessing the size of the gap before trying again.
Reassess the size of the window gap.
It's narrow, but not so much that you couldn't slide through. You should have a couple of inches of give either side.
Better be careful I'm not 14 anymore.
You feel your bones creak in agreement.
Try to push the window wider.
Nothing. It doesn't move a centimetre. Doesn't even budge. Years of warping from thermal expansion, as well as exposure to the salty air, has knackered it out.
That's all I need to know.
The window remains open, awaiting any and all intruders to give it their best shot.
Give it another go. That's better.
Just another sly break-in. Flashlight between our teeth. All the old school gang egging us on. can still hear the screams from when it looked like we might fall.
I feel like he's like already nearby, but whatever.
You climb up to the window frame and peer inside.
What can I see?
A clear path, a spot to land just inside the window frame. Not much else though. Too dark.
Glide through the window gap like you used to.
Smooth. If all our friends had been around to see that, they'd think we were so sick.
Still got it.
The second you land on the other side, a muscle somewhere in the meat of your hip immediately twinges.
Patient charts are left out in the open. Half skull above the bib of an organ makes you shudder. High-end medical equipment gathering dust.
A ladder reaches towards the upper floor, creaking as the boat rocks gently.
Climb.
You head on up, careful not to alert anybody who might be on board. You made it.
View out to sea, bobbing buoys of phantom ship lights. Posters for Grasshoppers in Hell and Iron Petal 4. Tiny diodes scattered across the bedside table surface abandoned mid-project. Little plastic cosmonaut figurines oddly familiar. Weird plastic presence, feels like there's another person in the room.
A ladder reaches towards the upper floor, creaking. You head on up. You made it. A child's set of toy figurines sits on the shelf. Stiff forms painted and posed, carefully arranged to watch down on whoever sleeps in the bed. The paint is chipped and worn. These figurines have been well loved, played with often.
Is this the doctor's room?
The posters on the wall, the quilt, the faint smell of nearly body lotion. It doesn't feel like it belongs to the man downstairs. This is an adolescent girl's room. A daughter, maybe.
Where is she?
Elsewhere.
Examine the figurines more closely.
A miniature rocket and a group of cosmonauts. Words painted on the side of the launch vessel. Proyecto Autonomia. Portofiero's failed space program. These toys are yet another remnant.
Remind me, what went wrong with the space program?
Project Autonomia was Sweet Nestor's idea fixa, meant to establish Portofiero as a sparefaring nation. The
Space.
mission was first announced in 75, and its inaugural launch was set for 77.
Spacefaring, but okay. Nestor, the old dictator.
Portofiero's supreme leader for the better part of the century. He seized power in 28. Project Autonomia would have granted him a few more years, but the rocket never reached orbit. It disintegrated minutes after the launch. The disaster was broadcast in real time all across the developed world.
Mission status failed.
The disaster led to Sweet Nestor being exiled in 80, the third and final time. He left in his wake decades of stabilization loans yet to be repaid. A national tragedy for Portofiero. an excellent quarter for Emter.
When were the toys made?
There's no date that you can see. Safe to assume these were manufactured in the months leading up to the disaster.
Study the spacemen.
Orange-suited plastic men, cherubic faces squeezed into little helmets. 2 sit inside the rocket. 1 is planting the Portaferan flag on a pretend lunar surface.
Shouldn't there be another one?
You stare at a vacant spot next to the badly painted rocket. One of the figurines must be missing from the set.
Look at the Cosmonaut figures again.
The faces of the tiny space, even the smallest movement of your body. The childhood tableau, undisturbed, waits for a return.
We know a bunch of teenagers committed suicide.
The thing in the bed stares with vacant intensity. Slowly, details emerge. A molded jawline, curved torso, and multi-jointed limbs.
What is that?
A medical dummy, left out on the bed, propped up against the pillows. A tag dangles from its wrist.
What is it doing here?
The dummy seems posed with some kind of intention.
Does the dummy belong here?
It has been placed carefully. Some amount of love has gone into it.
Something else, go back.
The dummy continues to hold its pose.
Look at the tag.
And printed words, property of Dr. Gonza, and scribbled right under, to myself, for when I'm not myself. Gonza's so-called personal effects, without a doubt.
Aw. You sicker than I ever thought?
Museum or crime scene. History won't know what to do with him.
Examine the dummy closely.
It stares back at you, unmoving.
Wait to see if it will do. Look into its eyes.
Made of glass, pale blue, wet-looking. Each is flecked with tiny artificial veins. Money has been sunk into this, and time, and a certain kind of obsession.
Consider its face.
A silicon oval, unframed. Shadows reveal the protrusions of nose, eyelids, mouth. Before you lies something that resembles a human face. But whose?
That's what Melita looks like.
You can almost hear her speaking. But the moment slips away. The lips of the dummy remain still.
Wait to see if it will move.
Minutes pass. The houseboat gently sways. Specks of dust gather on the objects around you. Your joints begin to ache. The dummy doesn't move.
Enough inspecting.
You pull focus. The dummy continues to stare vacantly at the same spot.
It's weird to take the dummy without even talking to the other doctor first, but also, what? Because I could just break in on a different day, but it's right here, and it's just the dummy.
The empty bed is sadder than when it was occupied, somehow.
Uncanny rendition of the human tag around its wrist reads property of Dr. Gonza.
You approach the childhood. The payphone stands half embedded in a concrete pedestal. Its frame weather-stained and dull.
Look around you.
You can talk privately, as long as you keep your voice down.
Examine the payphone.
The box is scrubbed of the usual flyers and graffiti, leaving streaks of adhesive and permanent marker behind. The coin slot has been aggressively papered over.
Your voice sounds slightly different here. Payphone's been around for a while.
Cracked receiver and yellowed plastic. At least a decade, you assume. A faded sticker draws your attention. An advertisement for a local ferry schedule. The year 82.
Inspect the cord.
Stretched too many times. Coils slacking near the base, but someone's wound a rubber band to keep them tight.
Look at the side panel.
Something catches your eye. Beneath the grime, the metal surface ripples like something's trapped underneath.
Wipe it gently with your sleeve.
The grime yields in oily streaks. Slowly a shape emerges, rounded and friendly. A dolphin, embossed into the chassis.
What are you jumping over, friend?
The engraving's shallow, eroded by years of neglect but legible. 1F7G35-94X12. The serial number.
A Renault Hotel identifier. I wonder what that terminal in Party Alley would do with it.
Only one way to find out. Head to Party Alley. With luck, it'll pull down the line signature.
She sounded a bit like the teenager in the first game in Disco. Left look around, go back.
You relax your posture and take a step back.
Got the phone.
You lift the receiver to your ear. No dial tone, only a crackling silence.
Yeah, sounds like the girl who is in the nearby shop in Disco Elysium, right next door to the whirling in rags. Hello?
Now there's a voice I've never heard before. Hello, darling. I like how you sound.
Is this the miracle I'm speaking with?
Lovers call me Duchess, but you could think of me as the miracle. I'm glad you called. I feel like I've been waiting for you.
I'm looking for information on a colleague of mine, a sock importer. Did he call you?
A sock importer? Is he a friend of yours? An enemy? Do you want to hear about him fucking me? Do you want to hear about how he kept his socks on the whole time?
The card was in his pocket, that's why I'm calling.
My card? Like a business card? I don't have those, darling. Maybe one of my lovers printed it for fun.
This isn't roleplay, he's in a bad shape.
I can't discuss my other lovers, baby. Please don't be disappointed with me.
This would require a miracle, but I can retry. Who are you?
I told you. I'm Duchess.
That's a name, not an answer.
My name is the answer to whatever your heart desires. Now let's fall in love.
I'm not a phone sex kind of person.
Is that a type of person? It's only pleasure, darling. I'm here to serve you however you'd like.
There's someone right there.
Enough about me. Tell me who you really are.
A humble penitent.
Then kneel for me, baby. I can draw out your sin. Let me hear your confessions. Lick them clean.
Do you always answer this line?
I have to be away sometimes, but I'll try to make it less frequent. Now I know it might be you on the other side.
How do you get paid? Do you worry about me, sweetheart? I'll look after just fine. Convinced to tell you about pseudopod. Not the miracle I wanted.
Put the tragic image of his body in her mind. Let your voice carry loss.
Imagine the man slumped on a chair like he's been thrown at it.
Has Has he been thrown at it? Hands bound behind his back, lip bleeding, gazing up at us.
Don't think this is going to work.
Helpless.
Well, we've already failed. Man is utterly unresponsive, like he's left his body behind.
Pleasure can do that to a man, baby. I've seen it. I can ride the soul right out of them.
These are not the images you needed in your mind, yet there they are.
Thanks for the chat.
Line's always open. I'll miss you.
You step away from the phone into the dark.
Tap to payphone.
You step into the booth and press the
We did that one.
You
already.
hang up.
Mirror. Boatman. Ah. Tempo's office.
You approach the steel door again, this time knowing who it belongs to.
Are you in there, teenage girl?
No answer.
At least tell me Tempo's okay.
Silence.
Give it a light kick.
A brief tremor runs through the metal, but it doesn't budge. Humans dominate doors every day. Hold this one back down the pecking order. Stop. Don't enter. Don't break this seal. This doesn't have to be yours.
I cannot retry, but it is a safe-ish bet. I think it's worth exerting. The gang is calling. It's a pretty safe bet. Can I pick this lock?
It's a standard lock, pickable by the right hands. The right hands would be holding tools for lockpicking.
I'll give it a whack with this. Use your screwdriver.
You press the screwdriver tip against the keyhole. It doesn't seem to fit at all.
Maybe I can unscrew it then?
6 tri-wing screws. Wrong fit, wrong size. Your driver is impotent.
Okay, so if I fail this red check, I can at least do this once I have a lockpick. Why did it go down? Hang on. Yes!
Gang ho.
Kick it for the pseudopod.
The frame screams in protest and concedes as you fling the door backwards into the room.
The sign used to have a name on it before the years smeared it away. Here's a box for electrical bidet with a built-in seat warmer. Eventual staining of blood. Dear. Hope this isn't Chris's blood. Huh.
A ruined sofa with a sad story to tell. The air hums. This is a spy's death. No regular crime scene. Not just motive and victim. An echo of fairy tale. Tracings of black magic. Everything glows in the dark.
That's a lot of blood.
Too much. Update. Asset taxman. Was unknown. Now zeroed out.
What happened here?
Multiple assailants going by the footprints. A brief struggle. Then the inevitable. The stereo system is facing away from the sofa. Think about this suboptimal room layout for a moment. It's much easier than looking at the blood.
So you'd put up a fight, good.
At the start, at least, this was not a clean hit.
They didn't even bother to clean it up.
The aftermath was the point. This is a warning.
Someone else's territory.
A slow, cold needle to your soul.
When did they get him?
The blood is curdled and cracked, the colour of old brick. A week ago, maybe more.
Pseudopod and tempo, why?
The way espionage crises always go. People collide in slow motion, gripping the outer edges half blind. Bodies mount, telephones ring.
I plan to collide at full fucking speed.
Mere minutes into the match and the away crowd are silenced by a stark scoreboard. Enemies 2, Cascade 0.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn that you have to click things twice.
On the desk are a grey notebook, an e-terminal, and a broken photo frame, face down. Next to the frame is an eye with a long single teardrop, shaped out of a fine white powder.
Inspect the notebook.
It's soft and ringed. The word accounts is written across the top in black marker.
Flip through the pages.
A thicket of serial numbers, dates, columns and rows cover the pages top to bottom, along with shorthand references to incomes and outgoings. You notice the handwriting completely changes in the more recent entries.
Compare the two sets of handwriting.
The first dates back years, harsh-lined, heavy-handed, all capitals. Tempos. The second set is an elaborate looping cursive. Some of the eyes have little hearts instead of dots.
It's the teenager. Check for the variations in grammar.
There are none. The first set of handwriting even uses the word cunt with the same wild abandon as the second.
Did Tempo have a stroke?
It would be quite rare for a rupturing artery to entice one into calligraphy.
This must be the new teenage boss.
The heart suggests a compassionate touch. Maybe even a human relations department.
Did he body swap with a teenager? Using a dream machine. This is getting closer to the plot of an... Well, I won't say because spoilers. Working theory. Tempo... Because she's very trusting of these spies. I know they're old colleagues, but... Tempo went into business for himself to run the local, crime syndicate. I'm not sure he was that trustworthy. She seems to like him a lot. Why was he working with a teenage girl? That's a weird thing. But if she turned up after he died, a week ago, And we have like a weird dream machine technology thing, right? The heart suggests a compassionate touch, maybe even a human relations department. Check a payroll.
A list of names, titles, and compensation. One of the rows has been firmly crossed out with aggressive black lines. Ignatz. Could be the individual of flexible loyalties that Carmuna mentioned.
Check the expenses.
Rent, utilities, and other minor operating costs, including travel. Multiple instances of round-trip tickets between Portofino and Acquair de la Luz. You avert your gaze.
Turn on the E-terminal.
It doesn't turn on. Someone's cut the cord.
Inspect the eye.
The crying powder eye stares at you.
It's kind of weird that the voice is inconsistent. Why is it here?
It is a signal.
Oh, the weeping eye.
The crudeness of it points towards a sick joke by the weeping eye.
I think I got the message from the blood.
The eye watches you.
Wipe away the tear.
Your finger returns to you with a dusting of white.
Wipe your finger on your pants.
Nothing good or bad happens. The eye is no longer weeping.
Inspect the picture frame.
As you turn the frame around, dust falls and a blade of light momentarily obliterates the row of faces presented. Inside your stomach, Spider's skull.
If there's body hopping, tempo might not actually be tempo either. Now that I think about it.
A surprise attack launched from your own past.
My anxiety is quite high. I'm doing quite bad for all of those.
Here you all are.
Okay, this seems important. Tempo. Far left?
Taxman.
Okay, Taxman, yes. ST?
S-Doc.
That was a terrible cryptonym. Vespa. It's all in order, right?
Virtue.
Me?
Cascade.
Ramses?
Radian.
Carolina?
Kindred.
Holocene.
Holocene.
His face is covered, but we see it there.
Your former network, known to the opera as.
The whole sick crew. Okay.
Unknown to you, as those friends you left to die 5 years ago.
Fair enough. Look at them.
None of them meet your eye, apart from you, the only one looking down the camera.
I won't lie, and this is part of the game. The references to the whole sick crew, I had forgotten that was, or wasn't told that was our clique, our spy clique 5 years ago. This is where I could really do with a conspiracy board that just reminds me of this sort of information.
They were counting on you, and you abandoned them. While they thought of you, you thought only of yourself.
Okay,
You selfish little child.
rub the dust from their faces.
What a thoughtful gesture. Very late, but very thoughtful.
Put the picture away.
You slip the photo out of the frame, into your pocket.
Why did Tempo hold on to this photo?
A fatal case of sentimentality, leading cause of death among old assets and spies.
Okay, so not all of them were spies, because we know that because Tempo was an asset. I left these people behind.
You did what the assignment called for, what you were told to do. For Cascade, all will be forgiven.
Yes. Should have got on that tram.
Too late. Fading lights in the fog. You are here now, under attack.
Okay, I probably shouldn't hold on to the body hopping thing. That's quite out there, but also is the nature of these worlds that we don't actually quite know what's possible. Which is a bit of a weakness in anime games.
Beneath the photo and your heart, a tug. The window to your right. Did someone see you come in here?
It was midnight. Darkened, grease-stained glass, only faint shapes visible beyond.
You can make out an impression of the bazaar beyond the window, obscured by dust and grime.
Wipe the glass with your sleeve.
You gather up your sleeve and exhale onto the window, where your breath reveals a clear handprint in the dust.
Put your hand on it.
You raise your hand and place it gently onto the print. It's smaller than your own.
The teenager.
That is not Tempo's hand.
This has to be the teenage underboss.
Could be. The print would fit a young woman's hand.
Look across the water.
Across the canal is the district of Lower Viewdash, a haggling mess of slums, continually sprouting from the defunct ruins of itself.
Scan the bazaar.
Nighttime finds the bazaar nearly empty. You observe a few teenagers and individual souls going about their routines. Just like the former overseers of Silk Number 3, standing at this window, studying the movements of the dye workers, looking for signs of disturbance.
Wish you were here, Tempo.
He is stained all around you. Best he can do, currently.
Something's off with this place.
An unusual shape breaks the pattern. A large orange figure, sliding between the stalls.
I don't know if the game knows how late it is.
Glancing up at the office. Too much and too often. The man from the photo shop. The weeping eyes errand boy.
The seedy little oddity.
A possible cover. Something flashy to distract from something ugly.
The tail.
Of course. In espionage, coincidence is folklore.
What's my move?
Known to the opera as the whole sick crew.
Okay, I think that line was from somewhere else, but okay. Lose him in the bazaar, turn its layout against him.
You can make out an impression of the...
Double check I haven't missed anything here.
The desk is as you left. You turn from the desk.
Okay, I think we can put our delirium up. -4 for +3. That's a net -1. That's also a net -1. Some schnapps. Okay. Oh, that's the weeping eye symbol we've been seeing all the time. Still annoyed that I backed out of that accidentally.
Click somewhere inside, the world slows. A sudden release of epinephrine into the bloodstream. Danger, line of sight. You lock eyes with the man from the photo shop.
This place is very busy for 1 a.m. Okay, focus.
He cradles something within his coat.
Okay, please don't get shot, that'll put me into red.
His words return. A little photo should not count as a crime. It's not like it's a loaded gun or something. The time to act is now.
Ooh. Avoid. Decent chances. Legs worn out from pylon climb. Fuck. I think we'd have to exert. Meaning pass. Okay, that's got to be a success. That's put my fatigue way up though. Oh, it didn't?
Your muscles tense up in anticipation of the launch.
Get ready for the launch.
For a moment, the void and weightlessness of outer space, the realm of pure possibility. Some write bad verse on this particular subject matter and call it cathartic. Then gravity kicks in.
Float.
You do not fall, you descend. A moon knocked off its center, hurling towards the capital city, tail burning. The shockwave is tremendous and silent as it travels up, out, and around.
Take a deep breath.
The air feels cool and energizing.
Move.
You're evading the line of sight for now, but not for long.
Continue. Consider your position, deliberate.
You're out of his sight line, for now.
That did not help. Okay, I like that it has like examine, as in you're not committing. Diversionary tactics. Almost trivial. Improvise disguise illusion in the crowd. Bought party supplies, fan shifters, helped Carmuna. Okay, well it's trivial, okay.
There are many objects in this box. One of these objects could be your object. Your hands caress a variety of head coverings, ultimately stopping on a shiny, luminous visor.
Seems fitting.
It does when you're making it up as you go along. Greasy, awkward, and dressed in a gaudy multicolored coat, the man stands nervously scanning his surroundings, one hand reaching towards his pocket. His gaze glides cleanly over you.
It must be an icon that regular mortals cannot bear looking at. Fuck.
Try not to get carried away. He's still here. You hear the whine of a 50cc engine. A small tuk-tuk appears in your peripheral vision.
Yo, uppercut, this way!
Ah! Continue to go. I'm not deliberating. We shall advance. Highly favourable. Roll at least a 5. Yes! That was tight.
Your body crackles with electricity as you batter your foe into submission. His eyes light up in fear.
Get it. Let's go.
The tuk-tuk bleats its horn. Your escape is imminent.
Come on, time to move.
The man's hand slips out of his coat. He grips a camera tightly to himself.
Cascade takes this round.